Hello students, how are you all? Hope you all are good at your health. So what's going on students? So it's a sunny day outside, isn't it? So how do you feel now? Great? Yes or no? Yes, today we are going to learn about PowerPoint. So let us start with the basics. So I know you all have already studied in 5th standard, but today we are going to again start with our basics. So let us start with it. So you all might be there on the computer like this, laptops. So hello, welcome back to our computer class. So let us begin for our PowerPoint. One by one we'll start from the basic, that is how to open our PowerPoint and so on. Do you know kids how to open a PowerPoint? Is it a big question for you? So tell me, just think over it, how to open it? Yes kids, remember the steps to open a PowerPoint? Yes, these are the steps. So how you will open? Go to Start, then Programs. See, I have mentioned in the picture itself how to go. There are steps, certain steps for it. See there. First step, you have to go and click on Start. Then second step, you have to go and click on All Programs, or you can see Programs. In that, third step is go and click on Microsoft Office, and the last one is Microsoft PowerPoint 2007. So let us repeat these steps for opening a PowerPoint. First go and click on Start, then click on Programs. Third step is go and click on Microsoft Office, and the fourth one is Microsoft Office PowerPoint 2007. Understood kids how to open the PowerPoint? One more method is there to open it, is that when you go and click on Start, you may get the PowerPoint option directly on the taskpad. There you can click and open it. This is also one method. Otherwise, the proper way of opening is this only. That go on Start, Program, then Microsoft Office. In that go on Microsoft Office PowerPoint 2007. Now, when you open a Microsoft PowerPoint, you get a screen. Which screen? This is a PowerPoint screen. So what all things are there when we get it? So this is a File tab where we can open a new file, or we can say save a file, printing. So many different options are there in the File tab. Then the next one, Home ribbon. So what is it? Home ribbon. In that home ribbon, what all things are there? There are different groups present. So what are they? There are different groups. For example, we can see clipboard group, slides group, font group, paragraph group, drawing group. So these all groups are present in the Home tab. Then the bar which is present at the top is nothing but the title bar, named by PowerPoint, or we can say, it's a presentation one. So by default, in the title bar, the name is given as presentation 1. So I may ask you a question in an exam. By default, what name is given to a PowerPoint? So what is it? It's a presentation 1. The question mark at the right hand side corner, you have that question mark. What does that question mark means? That question mark means help. If a net is connected to our PowerPoint, then that question mark may help us in all means. Suppose if you are stuck in between that question mark, go and click on that question mark. You can ask your doubts over there and your doubts will be cleared online. So for that purpose, your computer should get connected to the internet. Fine. Then slides area. So this is the area where we are going to start preparing our slides. Then at the left hand side you will see the quick access toolbar. So in this quick access toolbar, quick access, the name itself mentions the quick, the actions we want to make it quickly, or we can say the actions which we want to perform quickly are mentioned in this. Suppose after preparing a slide, I want to save it. So in this quick access toolbar, I can go and click on that floppy image. The slide gets saved. Then you have arrows. 2 arrows are there. Those 2 arrows are nothing but undo and redo. Undo means go to the previous step. Okay. Now after clicking on undo, then and then only we can click on redo, because we are going to the previous step, and after going to the previous step we want to go to the next step which we did. So for that we are pressing redo. Then the next one, what is there again in the left hand side? Slides tab. So we have 2 tabs over there. Slides tab. In that slides tab we'll get the images of the slides we have prepared. So if we have done 10 slides, the small slide icons are present at the left hand side in the slides tab. All the slides are visible one below the other. Then the next one, notes section. So here if you want to add any note for any of the slide, you can type that note below the same slide. Then that note will be visible while your presentation. Next is slides view. How you want to view the slides means if you have created 10 slides, if you want all the slides to be visible on your screen at a time, or this is one way. If you want to do a slide presentation, this is another way. If you want a normal view, there is another way. So there are 4 different types of a slide views. So here only we have one last option as slideshow. After clicking that slideshow, whatever slides you have prepared, that will be visible on the full screen of your computer. Next one, zoom option. Suppose you want to zoom in or zoom out, means what? Zoom in and zoom out means what? Zoom in means you have to maximize your screen, and zoom out means you minimize your screen. So that is nothing but your zoom options. Okay. Then now this is my first slide. So this is my first slide where title layout or subtitle. In that title layout, I have to add the titles, and in the subtitle, you have to add the text according to your wishes. So this is my first screen when I have opened a first slide. Okay. Now see here. So here are some of the ways. So how we are going to do it? Now enter your own title here. Suppose I have selected the first where I have title and subtitle slide. In that title slide, what I'll do? I will enter my own title. Suppose you are preparing a project. So while preparing a project, what you will do? For preparing a project, you will have to give a title for that project. Suppose any project name. So what you will mention in this title? You will mention your name of the project. So how to mention? you have to go and click on that title. Then the cursor appears on it and you have to type the name of it. Then where it is, see the next step, what is there again on the screen? Enter your own text here. Means there you can mention the points. So whatever points you are going to add in your slides, those headings you can add into this text. Okay, now see what all things. Introduce your topic and develop a key finding. For example, use a teaser or a startling statistic so that your readers will want to scroll down and see the whole infographic. Means what? What does this tip means? So there are little difficult words in this tip. So what are they? You want to make your slide attractive. So for that, the heading of the heading, or you can say title of the slide, should be so much attractive, and below the text whichever you are mentioning it, that should be also so attractive, so that the people, those who are watching the slides, will be willing to see the whole presentation. So that's way, that is the only way to attract your audience towards you. Fine, understood. I'll tell you again what does this the title slide means, where in this title the first slide is nothing but, in common way we are saying, first impression is the last impression. So the same way you are going to mention it on your slide. Understood, kids? Now let us move further. Now, so how to add a slide? Suppose I want to create a presentation. In that presentation, I have different varieties of a slide. What are they? Once I click on the new slide, there are different layouts. So we can select the layout as per our requirement. So that is title slide, title and content, then section header, to content, composition, title only, blank slide. So in blank slide, one more thing students, in blank slide you can add text. But how to add a text? There is a particular steps to insert the steps in the blank slide. So how to insert, we will learn further in the next slides. Okay. So there are different layouts for the preparation of a presentation. Now let us move further for the next one. Now in this lesson we are going to learn how to insert a table. Yes kids, how to insert a table. So for inserting the table, I have selected a title and a subtitle slide, where in the subtitle text, or we can say the text where we want to add the text, there we have different images. The first images is nothing but a insert table. What is it? Insert table. This is one way of inserting a table into our presentation. There are two ways of inserting a table into our presentation. So what are they? The one is when we are adding a text, there itself in the shadow like images are present in the text, where you can see the insert table image. So once you go and click on this insert table image, you will open the insert table option. Now see here. So once you have clicked on the insert table option, what happens? So there are different ways of inserting the table. So this screen appears on our desktop. Appears on our PowerPoint. So what happens after that? So here are 4 different ways of adding a table. The first is selection matrix. Then insert table, draw table and Excel spreadsheet. So these are different ways. Now suppose I want to select the table from the selection matrix. Selection matrix means the boxes which are present, that section is called as selection matrix. So what you have to do, you have to keep your mouse pointer over there, and by pressing the left mouse button, you have to just select the number of rows and columns you want. So as you select, see here, the number of rows and columns which I have selected are being, we can see with the orange color. So that many number of rows and columns I want. So as I select that, the same number of columns and rows are visible on my or inserted in my slide. So this way I can insert the table into my slide through the selection matrix. This is one way of adding a table into my slide. The next one, let us go by inserting a table. So how to use this option? Now inserting a table. So once I have selected the insert table option, I will get a small message on my screen, that is insert table, where I have 2 options, number of columns and number of rows. We have to mention how many number of columns I want and how many number of rows I want. So I will type my number of rows and columns into it and I will press OK. Once I press OK, that many number of rows and columns will get automatically inserted into a slide. So this is the second way of inserting a table. The next way, that is drawing a table. Now when we select the drawing a table, a pencil occurs on our screen, and with the help of that pencil we have to draw using our mouse onto our slide how many rows and columns we want. Like how we are doing in the paint, the same way we are going to add the table or insert the table by drawing it on our slide. Now the next option left is Excel spreadsheet. Now Excel spreadsheet, when I select this option Excel spreadsheet, a Excel sheet directly appears on my slide where I will mention, or where that Excel spreadsheet, in that Excel spreadsheet I can directly type whatever I want to type it, and if I press outside, that much number of rows and columns will get directly added into our slide. So this way, kids, we are going to add or insert a table into our slides. So understood, kids, how to insert a table? What all different ways are there inserting a table? There are 4 different ways of inserting a table. So what are they? See here we can say what are they? Section matrix, insert table, draw table and Excel spreadsheet. Understood, kids, how to use? In section matrix, we are directly selecting the number of rows and columns through the section matrix. Then in insert table, we are going to mention the number of rows and columns in the columns on the message screen. The next one, draw table. In that draw table, we are going to draw the table as we are drawing it in our Paint. Then the last option left is Excel spreadsheet. In Excel spreadsheet, what we are doing it? In Excel spreadsheet, directly the spreadsheet is being visible onto our screen, and there directly we can type in the rows or columns as per our need. So this was the insertion of a rows and columns in the form of a table in our PowerPoint. So kids understood how to add the, or I can say how to insert the table into our PowerPoint presentation. Have you all got it? Understood everyone? Hope you have understood everything whatever is being taught. Wasn't it interesting? I want you all to try this steps by your own by adding few of the rows and columns in your slides. So that's it for the day. Have a good day ahead.